It's day 12 and it's travel home day. But first, let's go to Magic Kingdom. Welcome to Royal Highnesses, I'm Dan. Thank you for joining us on the last day of this vlog series here at Wilderness Lodge. As you can probably hear, I'm not very well. I got sick yesterday, which is a bit sad, but I'm glad it happened at the end of the holiday and not at the start. I'm not feeling very well. I've been up most of the night coughing and spluttering, but at least it's happened, as I say, at the end of the trip. Anyway, for those who don't know me, if this is the first time you're watching the channel, I'm normally very well, so this is unusual, but welcome to the channel. Anyway, come along and join us at Magic Kingdom. It's not over until it's over. Oh dear, it's a very busy Main Street USA this morning. Really busy. Wow, it must be school holidays or something here, because it's got much busier again. The Main Street cast members are sporting their new costumes as well now.
So we've come through security into Magic Kingdom. There was no bag search this morning. Mickey's Little Friendship Show is going on at the moment. We've come to Sleepy Hollow for some breakfast. We've got the chocolate waffle fruit thing, because I think it really is like the best thing to get for breakfast here in Disney.
Where are we heading now?
Big Thunder Mountain.
Oh, and how was your breakfast waffle?
Nice. Very nice.
So the wait time for Big Thunder Mountain was advertised as 35 minutes. We got in the queue and it's taken us almost 25, so 10 minutes less than advertised. So that's alright, that's not too bad, is it? That's the worst bit.
These shorts are so slippy.
You're bashing the life out of me. Fun though.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that, do you?
Yeah.
Big Thunder Mountain was fun as always. We absolutely loved that ride. The wait time wasn't terrible. If that's the last ride of our trip this year, then that was a good last ride to have. We might get another one in, we don't know. We're just walking back round to Main Street now. Our reservation's in half an hour for lunch. So we don't really have time to do a ride, or the wait times today are much better than they have been the last few days. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Peter Pan is only showing a 50-minute wait at the moment. The longest wait at the moment is to meet Mickey Mouse at the Town Square Theatre, which is currently a 75-minute wait, which is surprising. Everyone wants to meet Mickey Mouse, so not ride the rides. Everything else is around the half an hour, 35-minute kind of point. So we just don't have enough time really to do the rides we want to do. These are quite nice, the Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy ones. I like those. Got some corksicle water bottles there, look, they're nice. But that's
Yeah,
expensive.
but they're so expensive.
$55.
$55.
That's a lot for a water bottle.
It really is.
That's ridiculous. I quite like the up one though. Look at that. That's cute, isn't it? It's a smaller one. That's 45 for the small one. Like a little sippy cup. With Mickey on it. You could take that
to work?
You could take that to work. That's only $25.
Trousers.
That's $55 and it's quite hideous. How much are the hideous matching trousers?
50.
Oh wow. And this is really bad, look. I hate these prints. This is like a rain jacket. It's kind of like rain waterproof. And that one there is $60. This is nicer. This kind of plainer stuff. I like this. That little zip up's nice. Look, with the logo on it. $34.99 for the little vest. That one's $65. They're quite nice actually. I like those. How much were they? $16.99, $17. Kind of iridescent, and it's like got the Mickey pattern all over it. Like that a lot. That's nice. Okay, so we're now seated at the Plaza Restaurant in Magic Kingdom. This is the smallest table service restaurant in the whole of Walt Disney World. It's only got 26 tables, so getting in here can be a little bit tricky, but of course we managed it. We're here. We've met our server Liz. She's really sweet. She's come and explained the menu to us. Now we're not super hungry after that Nutella waffle we had just a couple of hours ago, so we're not super hungry. David's gone for the loaded fries. I've gone for a St. Louis salad, which is shrimp, avocado and hard-boiled egg. And we're going to kind of share a little bit. David's gone for the mimosa, which comes with orange juice. And I've gone for a cookies and cream milkshake, which is what this place is obviously known for, the ice cream, the sundaes. So I've never had a Plaza milkshake before, so I'm going to tick that off on my list. And then we need to talk about dessert. They do a cotton candy cheesecake that a lot of people have told me is amazing. So I need to save some room, so I really want to try that as well.
They will, and we will see it's from the restaurant.
Gonna try mimosa?
Oh, darling, I'm sure it's going to be fine. That's fine.
Just fine.
Darling, no one's interested in what a mimosa looks and tastes like.
So I've gone for the cookies and cream shake. It comes with fresh cream and a cherry. Let's give it a little try. Oh my god, that's really nice. Come here, try the cookies and cream shake. It's really, really nice.
We're all done at the Plaza. Lunch was very nice. I just had the loaded fries because I didn't want to eat too much before we go to the airport. Yeah, it's all been really nice in here. What am I going to give it? I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10.
A 6?
Yeah. I'd definitely come back in here.
Oh. Yeah. After that score, they probably won't let you. So, as you know, I like to kind of do new restaurants on every trip, and I'm trying to tick them all off slowly over the different trips we do. So now, I only have one table service restaurant in Magic Kingdom that I've not eaten at, which is the Diamond Horseshoe. That's the only one outstanding, but the Plaza today, very nice. It's a very pretty restaurant. You've got a view of the castle from this restaurant as well. Yeah, it's really, really nice. I really like it. Service is very good here today. I had a salad. I think it was called a St. Louis salad. It was shrimp that were kind of in like a pesto, not coating, but like they were pesto flavoured shrimp. It came with avocado, it came with lettuce leaves, cucumber, half-boiled eggs. It would normally come with tomato as well, but I asked for it not to. Really, really fresh salad. Everything was crisp and nice. It was freshly prepared. The shrimp were nice. It was a good sized portion of them as well. And then for dessert, I tried the cotton candy cheesecake, which beat me. It was too much, but I needed to try it. I think the cheesecake was slightly strawberry flavoured. The actual cheese part had a very kind of thin layer of crumb at the bottom, of crust at the bottom. It came with candy floss, macerated strawberries, strawberry sauce, and little kind of pink balls that tasted of white chocolate. So yeah, it was quite a sweet dessert overall. I didn't eat it all, but I did really enjoy it. It was really nice. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. The menu here isn't anything amazing. You wouldn't go out of your way to come here. But if you're at Magic Kingdom and you want some healthy, good food, salad, this is a really good place to come. I would definitely recommend it to you. Try the candy floss or the cotton candy cheesecake. Really good. Anyway, that's our last meal of the trip. Unfortunately, our flight is already delayed by 3 hours, which is a little bit annoying. We don't particularly do well with delayed flights, but they're saying our flight is 3 hours late at the moment, which means 6 hours sitting around at an airport, which is gonna piss us both off quite a lot. And particularly if we're in that horrible premium Plaza lounge we was in last time, because that was just the absolute worst. So I'm a little bit reluctant for our journey home. All I want to do once I get out of Disney is just get home, and delays really do make that whole journey back quite irritating. So yeah, not being well, now hearing that we're delayed, my spirits are kind of going down a little bit, and of course leaving here always upsets me, so come along for the journey home. So we just picked up another couple of Spirit jerseys. Birthday present for me for next month from you. I like knowing what I got for my birthday. That's really cool. So thank you for those. That'll be a nice surprise on my birthday.
I haven't sent you the money yet.
Yeah, true. Yeah, send me the money. So let's say goodbye to the castle.
Oh, you're getting all sad.
Yeah. Do you know, that's the only good thing about leaving here, is that we are going to get our little dog back.
We get our little broom back.
Yeah. Saying goodbye to the Magic Kingdom is always the hardest thing for me. Particularly when I don't know when I'm coming back. So, yeah, goodbye Magic Kingdom. You've been amazing as always. And we'll see you very soon, I hope. Hi, Chip.
How are you? That's a nice long hug. Are you having a good day? Yeah? We're leaving today. I know. Sad, isn't it? He cried when he said goodbye to the castle. He cried. Yeah.
I'm back soon to see you, don't worry. I'm back. I'm coming to see you. She doesn't know how to tell the difference between chip and down. I know how to tell the difference. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
You're gonna get cuddle? Oh, that's very nice.
He keeps crying because we're leaving.
Yeah, I'm going home.
He's very sad.
We don't want to be those.
Very sad. We're coming back though, don't worry. We're coming to see you soon.
Yeah. Think?
You think?
No. I see us two here in the future.
In the future?
No.
You saw them earlier, like 3 days ago.
Yes, you did.
The same one. Yes,
Yes,
at the
we got a
front.
picture with you.
Yes.
We saw you. It's been lovely. You've got a good memory. To be fair, once you've met him, you never forget him. So it's me.
Shiny head, yeah.
Thank you for that. It's been lovely to see you. Thank you very much.
Bye bye. See you soon.
Remember us next year.
Yeah, don't forget us.
Bye, Dale. So it's 5:10. We've just been dropped off by Mia's at Terminal C. We had a really, really great driver called Rob, who was really nice, really friendly. And we met some great people on the bus as well. We met Janella, I think she was called, from originally from Arizona, now lives in Virginia. And we met a couple, Heather and I can't remember the gentleman's name, but they were really, really sweet as well. They live in DC, so they're going to Terminal A. We've just got off at Terminal C. We're going to go and get ourselves sorted out and then checked in. And then hopefully there's going to be a second option for a lounge rather than Premium Plaza. But if you see my face looking quite sad in a minute, then you know that we're at the Premium Plaza. So yeah, let's go and get rid of these cases and chill out for 6 hours doing nothing. Brilliant, eh? Okay, it's now 20 to 10. We're still here. Our plane has just arrived from the UK, and we can see the people getting off of it. They're going to have to obviously do the turnaround, get the food on, get the cases off, give it a clean, whatever they have to do in between, go through the safety checks. So hopefully we'll be boarding in about another hour if we're lucky. So yeah, it's almost a 3-hour delay again. So we thought we'd just use this time to have a little chat with you, tell you a little bit about the trip, tell you about Wilderness Lodge, tell you what we did and didn't like on this trip. Just to pass a little bit of time and also to answer questions that you might have. If we don't cover anything that you want to know, ask it down in the comments, and of course we'll get back to you with answers. But also as well, I'll probably do a little follow-up video as well, just to cover off kind of like my final thoughts of the trip and to answer any questions that have popped up over the series. So get your questions in the comments, and of course we will get back to you. So before we talk about the holiday, let's just talk about the experience here at Terminal C. It's been quite poor, right?
Oh, it's a rubbish airport. It's for a newly built international terminal. It's so bad.
Yeah. So previously, before Terminal C opened, British Airways flew into Terminal B. It was great. You would sometimes get a bit of a wait in the immigration hall, but while you were in that line in the immigration hall, they were getting your bags off of the plane. So when you got through immigration, your bags were waiting. Here, when you arrive, you wait for your bags and then wait in the line for the immigration. So you have 2 lines to wait in, which I think slows you down. Now, today's experience has not been very good at all. British Airways knew yesterday, and I don't know how, that our flight was going to be delayed today. It was showing delayed since yesterday, so they had plenty of time to put things in place for us here at the airport, but they kind of haven't, you know. So when we checked in at the airport, dropped off our bags here, we were given a $9 snack voucher. What can you buy for $9 in an airport? Like, the orange juice you just bought was $5. Like, so how are we going to get like a proper snack with $9? Anyway, it didn't matter so much to us because we are flying Club World business class, and in normal circumstances we would have had access to a really lovely lounge, but sadly that is not the case here. So after dropping off our bags, we then went to security, and it was absolute bedlam in there. There were cheerleaders everywhere. I know you can't plan for cheerleaders turning up at an airport en masse, but But what you can do is, when you know there's flights going out, is staff all of the desks. They had staffed literally about 50% of the desks, so security took us a long time. Now, it didn't matter today because we had time. We had 6 hours of time, so we could stand in the security line as long as they wanted. We got through 45 minutes to an hour. I think is a long time just to get your bag checked and to go through a body scanner. It was a long time. So once we got through security, we should have gone to a lovely lounge, but the lounge here at Terminal C is terrible. There's only one lounge, the Plaza Premium. We did ask at bag drop if there was anywhere else, and was told no. So our flight should have taken off at 8:35, and the lounge closed at 9 o'clock. Our flight is taking off at 11:15, and the lounge still closed at 9 o'clock. So everybody got kicked out of the lounge. Which seems bizarre because BA knew yesterday that this flight was delayed, so why were arrangements not put in place to keep the lounge open? But worse than that, everything else here has closed. There's not a single place now to get a drink or a bite to eat. Everything is closed. We just got to sit here now in a closed airport terminal. So Terminal C really isn't great, particularly if your flight is delayed after 9 PM. And it happened to us on our last flight here as well. So 2 times at Terminal C, 100% late flight, 100% nowhere to get food and drink.
And the first year that we flew, it was from Terminal B or whatever, but anyway, the first time that we did fly from Orlando, our flight was also delayed for 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, every time we fly this route, there is a significant delay.
I don't really, British Airways operate this route twice daily. I can't understand by now why they can't get it right.
Yeah.
Like, for one, the plane that they use is quite old. It's an old model plane. So if the plane isn't working, update it.
Yeah. Okay, enough of being Karens about BA. Now let's be Karens about the terrible lounge. So, when it was better today than last time, admittedly.
It was.
But it was still at capacity, and they still had people trying to get in, to pay to get in. And when we got up there was nowhere to sit, which, you know, for a lounge, it's quite an essential part of it, is to have a nice seating area, somewhere to work, somewhere to charge. So yeah, the lounge again, at capacity, an issue nowhere to sit, up charges if you want the nicer drinks, and charging you for the food as well. Like there was some crap food there that was free, but if you want to get a burger and some fries, they are charging you for that, and that's terrible. And even worse still, they don't accept the $9 gift voucher thing that BA gave you, so you can't even spend your voucher in the lounge. The food there I didn't think was very good. I had a chicken noodle soup, first of all. It was just like vegetable stock with some, it wasn't even noodles, it was like big bits of pasta and carrot and celery. It was just like eating stock. It wasn't a soup. Very bizarre. And then they had some jerk chicken that you tried and some rice. You said the rice wasn't very nice.
It was crap. The food was crap.
But yeah, so we didn't eat much in the lounge. We had a few drinks. But again, you know, a sparkling wine in there is not like the nice stuff you get in London.
Yeah.
If you want the nice stuff, you've got to pay an upcharge for it. So I really didn't like it. We were talking to other people on our flight in the lounge as well. They were really, really disappointed with being kicked out at 9. We've now got 2 hours basically to sit and do nothing with nothing open. So that's the terrible airport, the terrible airline, the terrible lounge. Let's talk about something good, shall we? Let's talk about the actual holiday. Let's talk about Wilderness Lodge. We talked to you a little bit earlier in the series about Saratoga Springs. I'm sure we'll touch on that a little bit now. Saratoga Springs was lovely. Wilderness Lodge, however, is somewhere you've never even seen before this trip, so it was your first time visiting.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I liked it. It's not that I didn't like it. And it's a nice resort. It's not a resort how Saratoga felt. Or okay, let me put it another way. The area that we stayed in Saratoga didn't feel like a resort. It felt like you'd hired an apartment in the block and you had your own area there, and that's how it felt. But Wilderness Lodge felt a bit like Animal Kingdom Lodge feels. That kind of big resort feel. It's a lot of families, it's a lot of children, even at both swimming pools, even at the pool that we thought was the quieter pool is full of kids, screaming, splashing, you're laying there, you're getting wet with water splashing out the pool. So there's not really anywhere in Wilderness Lodge to go for it to feel like an adult only place. And I feel like at the Grand Floridian you have that to a certain extent. Where else have we stayed?
Yacht Club.
Yacht Club, you didn't have that either, I don't think.
We stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge, we stayed at the Grand Floridian, we stayed at
Riviera. So Riviera was the other resort that had a sort of kids-free feel to it as well. You could go to escape. But Wilderness Lodge didn't. It just felt like a very, very family thing. And yes, I know that's the point of Disney and all of that, but that would be my criticism of how it felt. But in terms of the resort, it was really good. Everything was clean, tidy, organised, looked after.
So DVC, we used 132 points to stay for 7 nights. So in terms of points, it's actually quite good value. 132 points, 7 nights in April. That's not bad at all. If you did the same stay at the Poly or the Grand Floridian, you'll be using a lot more points to stay there. So it was good value to stay at Copper Creek. But if I had the choice again to stay at Wilderness Lodge, I think I would choose Boulder Ridge, which is the other resort, which was around the back. I don't think you really saw it other than the pool. That was a little bit more peaceful and a bit more like Saratoga Springs because it was a little bit further away. That said though, there were so many families, so many kids, so much noise, and there wasn't a quiet pool. So there's 2 pools. There's the main pool at Wilderness Lodge, and then there's the Boulder Ridge pool. Now the Boulder Ridge pool, in theory, would be the quieter one, but no. The only difference was that the annoying woman that comes out with the jukebox and starts making a load of noise and getting on the microphone, it doesn't go to Boulder Ridge. She just makes a noise at the main pool. So the pool wasn't great. Also, the choice of restaurants at Wilderness Lodge isn't wonderful. Roaring Fork is okay, but it doesn't have much on the menu. It is quite limited in what they do. But what they do well. Geyser Point is nice. But again, it's quite a limited menu. There's not too much on there. And it's more of a bar, but it's a nice bar, you know. You can sit outside and look at Bay Lake. It's nice. But then if you want to kind of go table service, but you've only got Whispering Canyon Cafe, which is crazy, or the signature character dining dinner at Artist Point Storybook Dining, which costs a fortune. And you've got Snow White and Dopey and Grumpy and the Evil Queen there. It's all very, very nice, but actually, it's your resort. You don't really want that for your dinner necessarily as 2 adults. The room we had though was perfectly lovely. It was really nice. We didn't want to be on the ground floor. We asked to be higher up. They didn't accommodate that. I explained the reason for that. And if I didn't explain to you before, the reason we like to be higher up is that when we are in America, we have to have air conditioning on. We don't have aircon in the UK, but it makes us sick. So having the aircon on when we sleep dries out our throats and makes us sick. Hence, I'm sick. So what we asked for was to be higher up so we could have the balcony doors open instead of the aircon, but they couldn't facilitate that, which was really annoying because everywhere else I've put in room requests, they've not given us the exact room, but they've done their best to accommodate the kind of the requirement. At the end of the day, you're paying a lot of money to stay at these hotels. And there's 7 floors at the Wilderness Lodge, but they couldn't find us a room on any floor other than the ground. So I was a bit disappointed with that, but the room was lovely. I still don't like the housekeeping arrangements. There are so many housekeepers in the corridor all day, but no one is getting their room cleaned and serviced. Yeah, they come in, they empty the bin. And I know in a DVC room there are like less requirements for housekeeping, but it was a DVC corridor. There was no normal rooms along there. So what they're all doing, I have no idea because they're not cleaning the rooms, they're not making up the beds. So, but yeah, overall Wilderness Lodge, I think my expectations for my last trip were really high, and I think they were let down a little bit. So it's not as high on my list as it was. Would I stay there again? I probably would, but like I said to you before, I want to go to Boulder Ridge side. If you're going with a family, then you'll love it. Like, it's perfect for families. For adult-only trips, not so much. Anything else to say about the resort?
No.
Any questions about the resort? One thing I did like about it was the boat to Magic Kingdom. That was lovely. I really did like that. That was good. But they also have a boat at Grand Floridian and a monorail and a walking path. So, you know. It's not that anyone's got a boat.
Yeah, but you're not going to beat Grand Floridian.
No, you're not.
With
you're
anything.
Not. You're not. Let's talk about the Genie Plus and individual lightning lane situation for this trip. So, Disney's got greedy, and I'm really sad to be telling you this, but the more you're prepared to pay at Walt Disney World, the better time you're going to have. That's the reality, and that's a sad reality. You've got wankers walking around doing VIP tours, jumping to the front of every line with some little jumped up cast member that's pushing them to the front of everything because they're paying $1,000 an hour or whatever it is to get a VIP tour. There's those people about. They're getting the best time because they're paying the most. Then you've got the people that are paying for the Genie Plus and the individual lightning lanes, and they're having quite a good time. Then you've got the genuine people who use DAS, and also the piss takers that use the DAS and abuse it. They're having a good time as well. But the average person who's not using those, it's long waits, people, and you're not going to get to do everything you want to do. So you need to manage your expectations around that, or budget to pay for Genie Plus and the individual lightning lanes. Now, we are saving for our wedding. I think I've mentioned it maybe once or twice. So we are not splashing money about on this trip. Well, we did a bit, but not as much as we did before. So every day for Magic Kingdom during our trip, the Genie Plus was $29 plus tax. So for us to have Genie Plus, you're looking at $60 a day, on top of what we've already paid in terms of our annual passes, our flights, our DVC, and you know, $60 a day just to go on the rides that you've already paid for is a cheek.
What's the point in paying for a park ticket then?
Yeah. Then on top of that, you've got individual lightning lanes. Now, we did pay for individual lightning lanes for 2 attractions in Magic Kingdom, didn't we? We did Tron once, and we also paid for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train once. We bought Genie Plus only once during this trip, and that was at Hollywood Studios. That was $26 each. And we also paid an individual lightning lane for Rise of the Resistance. That was $25 each. And we paid for our favourite ride, and I make no apology for this, Guardians of the Galaxy. We paid $17 each, twice. So we spent quite a lot on Genie Plus and individual lightning lanes, even though we didn't really use it. But of course, we've only just had a trip in October. It's now April. There's nothing there that we are desperate to ride, because we did them all in October. So we had a far more relaxed attitude to the trip this time. But had we had to have paid for that, it would have cost us a fortune. So please, if you're coming, either manage your expectations so you're not going to do everything, and prioritise what you do want to do, because you can't fit everything in without Genie Plus. You just can't. It's not possible. There's too much, and the waits are too long. So either prepare and manage your expectations, or budget to be able to buy it for at least once for every park, and that way you'll be able to whiz round and do them using the stacking system that I told you about before. So yeah, Genie was a bit of a piss take, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, it's different for me. I would never pay to go on a ride.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But you
need to if you want to do it.
But no, you get people that are like, oh my god, I love Tron, oh my god, it's amazing,
Yeah.
oh, I need to...
And to be honest with you, we didn't do as many rides on this trip. One, because as I already said, we did them in October, so we weren't under pressure. We wanted to do some new things on this trip that we hadn't done before, so we've done quite a few new things, shows and different experiences on this trip, which has been good to see something else. But we haven't done as many rides as we did last year or the year before. And that is because the wait times are really, really high, and we won't wait for a ride. There is nothing there that we want to wait for more than half an hour for. Like, there's just not, is there?
No, and this is the thing, if you're not going to pay for it, are you willing to stand in the queue for an hour and 30 minutes?
And if you're in the queue for an hour and 30 minutes, or 2 hours for some of the rides, then that is a big chunk of your park day, so you're not going to be riding anything else while you're in that line. So yeah, you need to manage your expectations or budget, basically, because you can't do everything without it, and I think that's a real shame. And also as well, I think that the introduction of Genie Plus has also led to such widespread abuse of the DAS system, because if people were able to get their free fast passes a day, then book another one like you used to be able to do for free, no one would need DAS apart from the people that really need DAS. So you've got travel agents that are coaching their clients in how to answer the questions to get a DAS pass. You've got annual pass holders turning up and adding people to their DAS for the day to let them ride all the rides for a private fee.
We even had someone come and ask us, didn't we?
Yeah, we even had someone come and offer us their DAS if we paid them. You know, like, people are abusing the DAS left, right and centre. It is changing from May, so by the time you watch this, because this video won't go out for a while, it will have changed, and we don't know exactly how it's changing yet, but there's a lot of people upset. Some of them genuinely upset, others are the piss takers that are going to have to wait in the line or pay for the Genie. So but the DAS system has been abused because of the Genie Plus system coming in. So as I said to you at the start of this section, the more you're prepared to pay, the better time you're going to have, and that really isn't fair. It's creating like a kind of class or caste system within Disney, and yeah, I don't like that. I genuinely don't like that. It does put me off of future trips of how much we have to spend just to ride the rides and to get around the parks. And we were there for like nearly 2 weeks and we didn't get to ride everything we wanted to ride, so yeah. Let's talk about dining very briefly. We didn't do as many table service restaurants on this trip because we're saving money, but we did do quite a few quick services. What were the highlights of dining for you on this trip? Which restaurants stand out to you?
Let's do quick service. What's
Okay.
the next one up?
Table service.
Table service
Then
and
signature.
The best quick service, Blaze.
Yes, I agree.
That was great.
Blaze was
and we
really
should have
good.
done that last night instead of that awful
Via Napoli.
Via Napoli. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Look, listen, if you love cheese on toast, go to Via Napoli because you'll have a ball with your focaccia and marinara sauce.
Do you know, I want to give a little mention to Pinocchio Village House as well.
Yeah. Hold on, I
Oh.
was coming to them.
Alright, sweetheart.
Pinocchio Village House is really good as well.
You like Flame Tree Barbecue as well?
Oh my god, yeah. Go to Flame Tree Barbecue in Animal Kingdom. The chicken is so good. So good.
Table service highlights.
Actually, quick service is quite good.
Quick
compared to other restaurants.
Quick service was really good, and I'm glad that we actually experienced more. We don't normally do so many. We didn't do loads, but we did enough. Sleepy Hollow's good for breakfast. Friar's Nook for breakfast was really good. Yeah, we had some good quick service meals on this trip. Via Napoli you didn't like.
Oh god, no. Next.
The Rose and Crown dining room we didn't particularly like.
No.
The fish and chips there was like a massive portion of basically batter. Chef Art Smith's I quite liked, that was very good.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
We didn't do too many restaurants at Disney Springs this time, but Chef Art Smith's was a favourite we went back for. 1900 Park Fare was really good for a character meal. That was very good. We did cancel Chef Mickey's. We didn't want to get up early and have to rush across for a character meal that neither of us really wanted to eat. We were quite full up, so we cancelled that. We cancelled Jack and Yeti as well, didn't we?
But again, that was because we were full. To be honest, we did cut down on food this time.
Yeah,
and
we
I
did.
think
And we shared a couple of times as well.
I think that's a better thing for us to do, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is to go into places and just share.
Wine Bar George was good.
Oh, Wine Bar George is great.
We went there for brunch too, that was very good. We enjoyed that.
Yeah, they're very
Kona
good.
Cafe was nice as well with the sushi.
It was, yeah, Kona Cafe was much better for lunch than for breakfast.
I like both of my meals I've had there, but yeah, you weren't so keen on the breakfast.
No.
Biergarten.
Oh, do it.
Biergarten was
very
fun.
good, yeah.
We liked that, that was very good.
Gico, no.
Gico, the food was quite good, but wasn't really worth what we paid for it. The restaurant's really beautiful, but the service experience was terrible.
Yeah, you don't get a signature experience there.
No. I don't even think it should be a signature based on the service. I've had there twice now. Both occasions, terrible service.
It should just be table service. But what you have is expensive.
It's really expensive. Overpriced, overrated, terrible service.
And then the other one we went to was Narcosis.
Oh, Narcosis was my best meal of the trip.
Yeah, except it did ruin it for me with the fireworks interrupting everything.
Alright, Mildred. And of course, one we didn't mention was Sanaa. We love Sanaa as well. Sanaa was great, wasn't it?
That got a 10.
They got a 10, did it? Wow.
I think.
So yeah, so our dining, you can see all of the reviews of our dining. We've scored them all, reviewed them all for you in this series. So if there's one you want to watch, go back and see that. Overall, it's been quite a good trip. We did a couple of experiences, didn't we? We met the rhinos. Up close to the rhinos, we got to meet Ranger the rhino and got to pet him. I think that was worth it. You kind of didn't really. Thought it was a bit of a waste of time, didn't you? So the battery just died on us just then. So talking about the rhinos, I thought it was very good. Sangria University was very good, but there was that little upcharge that kind of was a little bit of a sting. I wasn't super keen on that. I probably wouldn't do Sangria University again, but it was nice to tick it off the list of things we did. Moonlight Magic was excellent. I really enjoyed that. That was really good fun. And we did one other thing, didn't we? Oh, a dessert party, the seats and sweets. That was all right, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I think I decided that you definitely do a post-party is better.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think post-party is probably the way forward. So that's kind of the final thoughts for us, really. If you have any questions for us, whack them in the comments down below. We're going to go and get ready for our flight. It should hopefully board in about half an hour now, so keep your fingers crossed for us, and of course we'll show you a little bit on the flight and the food as well.
So we're in the car, out of Gatwick. After a very, very delayed flight, we landed at about, what time? 1:30? Something?
I think it was later than that.
Something like that. Flight was good. I mean, we didn't really feel much like eating, did we? Once we were on board, because they probably started serving the food at about 1 o'clock in the morning. But food was okay. To be honest with you, the food is never great from the American side. Coming back to London, the food's always better on the way out. I slept for about 3 or 4 hours. Dan slept for most
I
of
think
the
about
flight.
5.5 or 6 hours.
Yeah. So for food, for dinner last night, I had starter of. It was like a shrimp dish, like a shrimp cocktail dish thing. It was okay, but it wasn't great. And then for main I had... What did I have for main? Oh, I had salmon teriyaki. It didn't look particularly good on the plate, but it actually tasted really delicious, so that was okay. And then for breakfast this morning, I asked for the egg and spinach omelette thing wrap, but for some reason the cabin crew brought me out a aubergine bagel with cheese, but it was okay. I ate it because I knew that we weren't going to eat anything until dinner time tonight. So
I had to start a really nice carrot soup. It was really quite spicy. You couldn't taste the carrot over the spice, but I really liked it. It came with a little pretzel roll. That was good. Really like that. My main, like you said, the food on the outbound is always so much better than on the way back. So on the return, I had like a chicken breast that came with like a red wine gravy. It had a couple of little bits of broccoli, 3 leaves of spinach. Like, what is the point of that? Like, honestly, it's ridiculous.
3 leaves?
Yeah, like 3 actual leaves of sauteed spinach. Like, just don't even bother putting it in. And it came with these little roast potatoes. It was alright, it was nothing special. I ate it because it was there, it saw me through the flight. And then I slept. I think I've mentioned about 1 million times already that I'm not very well. You can probably hear my voice has gone. I didn't sleep the night before very well. I was up coughing all night. So by the time we got on that flight, I was like so tired. Oh, I had dessert as well. I had a pistachio mousse. That was really good, apart from they paired it with a passion fruit coulis, which is an odd combination, passion fruit and pistachio. But the passion fruit coulis was so sour and tart, it made you wince every time you tasted it. It was interesting, but it was alright. Yeah, and then for breakfast, I actually woke up literally about 40 minutes before landing because David tapped me and woke me up. So I would have probably still been asleep now if he hadn't. Yeah, that was alright. So we had a couple of pastries and a coffee, and then when we came through, oh my god, it took forever for our cases to come through. You wouldn't believe how long it is at Gatwick. We stopped off at duty free, picked up some Toblerones for David's Toblerone collection, which is currently depleted at home. So he's got his Toblerones. We went to M&S, got some groceries, and now we're on our way, as David said, to get Bruno. So the flight was good, albeit it was very delayed. The MCO side was terrible with the lounge and everything being closed. Yeah, and now we're not going to get, so we should be home by now. We should be doing our laundry at this moment, but because of the delay and everything taking so long, we're not. But we are at least on our way home. I don't think we're going to get home until about 5 PM UK time, so it's been a very, very long travel day home. Once we get Bruno, we will show you us being reunited, and then when we get home, I'll sign off and finish off this vlog series for you. Hello! How have you been? Hello! How's my little boy? Hello! How's our little boy? Hello! And just like that, it's all over. We are now back at home. We have collected Bruno. The traffic getting back here was terrible. It took us nearly 2 hours to get to the dog sitter. Should have taken less than an hour, and then getting home from the dog sitter to getting home took about an hour. Should have taken about 25 minutes. So we had a lot of time whilst tired and sick in the car, which wasn't particularly helpful today. We're back, we've unpacked. David's having a shower. I'm going to go and have a shower very shortly. Going to order some food. So, just to finish off this vlog series, first of all, I hope you've enjoyed it. I really genuinely do. A lot of work goes into doing this, so if you don't like what we're doing, or if we could do something better, please tell us, because we will adapt and respond to what you like and do more of what you like. So tell us in the comments down below what you'd like to see in the next series. I don't know when the next series is going to be. We've got nothing booked at the moment, nothing planned. We need to have a conversation. We've obviously got our wedding to plan now. That's going to be full steam ahead from now. That's a big project, looking for florists and photographers and videographers and suits and trying food and trying wine and finding DJs and finding... It's a lot. We've got a lot to do. So, I don't know when the next series is going to be, but tell us what you want to see next time, and we will try to include it for you. Obviously, being DVC members, there will be another series because we're going to have points to use. So, but I just don't know when it's going to be. I've got no idea. So, thank you to all of you that came and said hello to us in the parks. We met so many subscribers and Facebook group members as well on this trip. It was so lovely to meet you all, genuinely. If ever you do see us in the parks or on the plane or in a restaurant, do come and say hello. We always want to kind of chat to you and find out about your trips as well, so always do say hello. So I can't name everybody that we met because it was literally so many people this trip, but I do want to give a few kind of special mentions to people that we did spend quite a bit of time with. So first of all, to Natalie from Spain, near Marbella. You've been watching our vlogs for such a long time, so it was great to get to meet you in person. We chat pretty much all the time when a new video comes out, so that was great, and I hope we keep in touch now. I love meeting you. It was so nice to see you. Cecilia, oh my god. Dawn, two of our most prolific Facebook group members. Fantastic to meet you. Heather, so great to hang out with you for the Animal Kingdom. That was really nice as well. I've known you for a coming up for 6 years in the virtual Facebook world. So to meet you in person was an absolute delight and a privilege. So thank you. Lisa and Bernie, our friends who live in Lakeland in Florida, the most beautiful, generous, kind people you can ever meet. Lovely. We saw Lisa and Bernie, I think, on 2 or maybe 3 occasions during this trip. I think 3 occasions, which was great. We love your company, so thank you very much. And then, of course, Carol and Lee. Carol and Lee weren't actually coming to Walt Disney World, but they booked a trip to come and see us. So that's amazing. And they bought us some really, really nice gifts as well. So they bought us, they live in upstate New York, so they bought us some local maple syrup, because we do like maple syrup. So that's very, very cool, very sweet. And then they bought us our first wedding gift, which we were completely shocked by. So they got this from Crystal Arts in Magic Kingdom, I believe. And it's a little frame, I don't know if you can see it, but it's engraved. It's got the castle and Mickey, it's made of glass. And it says Walt Disney World, Dan and David 2026, which is when we're going to get married. So ladies, thank you so much. You didn't need to do that. It's really, really kind of you. So thank you very much. If I've missed anyone, I'm really sorry. I'm really tired. I'm really ill. This travel day has now been about 24 hours for us to get back home. So it's been a long day. Anyway, I've got my Lemsip now. I've got my Lemsip in my grumpy mug to try and make myself a bit better before I need to get back to work in a few days' time. So anyway, just a few things to tell you. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video and this series, and I'm not sure you really will have, but if you have, great. Give us a thumbs up. Also share it with your friends. And please give us a shout out as well on your social media. We'd really appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, why not? What are you doing? Come on. Sign in, click subscribe, click the bell. And as soon as we got a new trip confirmed, there'll be a trip announcement. You don't want to miss that, because it could be like another, well, I say another, it could be a really good vlog series. I'm hoping this one has been a really good vlog series as well. But of course, you'll tell me, you always tell me, and that's what I like about YouTube, is the honesty. So, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, and even though we won't be doing some vlogs, I will be back with some more Disney related videos, and I'm going to talk to David about doing some videos about our wedding planning as well. I know he wasn't keen before when I mentioned it to him, but see if I can twist his arm a little bit. So there might be some wedding planning videos as well, if that is of interest to you. If it's not, please just skip them. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, never grow up. Sad to say goodbye. Bye.